So,
Hmm.
can you list out best physiotherapy college in Canada?
So, like as I mentioned, all the courses, all the, especially not the courses, the college, all the universities are publicly funded, right?
Mm-hmm.
So, government takes care of all the universities. They're all set on the same baseline, so everybody studies the same thing. As you know, we all have to give one exam, right? So everybody, has to give the same exam. So they have to be knowledgeable to that extent, right? But some universities are really, like, if they're in a good province and they're very renowned, like University of British Columbia is very, UBC is very renowned. University of Alberta has a very good faculty of rehab, and University of Toronto is uh, very good university to for, like, it's renowned for its physiotherapy course. McGill of Quebec is a very renowned university, and like we study all these. Like there are like a good university for me would be which is very research oriented, right? Which where you study their research articles. So they are very research oriented universities. They have funds to do that, right? But
Mm-hmm.
as I said, that the masters of physiotherapy, it has to be on the same level, because at the end, any of the person who wants to pursue physiotherapy in Canada has to give that same exam, right? So they have to be educated to that level. So I think all the universities fairly do good in that scale.
Can you list out few points which we have to look out before choosing any college?
I would say the most important part is to see uh, what is the extent of expense you can bear, right? That's very important. Personally for me, right? I don't come from a very high-fi family in India, because you know how much your parents can spend or how much you can take a loan on. So that's a very important aspect to see, that it's affordable, right? Secondly, come the other important points, like if you want to pursue research, then it should be the area of your interest, right?
Mm-hmm.
Um, your ideas, like what do you want to do in the future, right? Thirdly, if you see your future not in physiotherapy but in some other field which is related to physiotherapy, like in management or something, you can choose according to that too. You can enroll yourself in that kind of course and pursue that ahead. um, yeah, so I think those three are the major points, and then uh, comes, like, if you look at Canada, there are some provinces which are really they really get very high amount of cold and very high amount of winter, especially the prairies, which is Manitoba, Saskatchewan, and Alberta. Even Nova Scotia and the Maritimes get a lot of, like, good amount of snow. Uh, so yeah, one day I remember it was back in 2018. We in Winnipeg we had a weather which was like, Winnipeg was more colder than Mars, the planet. So you have to see if you can bear that, right? But it's all is managed. People live in that kind of weather. People enjoy in that kind of weather. So as you come, you will get more broad minded. You will get accommodated with the cold, and then you live in an enclosed apartment, which is all centrally controlled with when it comes to weather and temperature. So yeah, that's the that's the thing I would say.